From the Yard in historic Annapolis, Maryland, this is the Navy Sports Rundown, presented by Leidos. Congratulations are in order for Navy Wrestling, who went on the road to open their season at number 23 Illinois and came back with a 23-18 upset victory. The Midshipmen brought home wins in the 133, 141, 165, 184, and 197 weight class. Brendan Ferretti took the 133 win by fall, and in the 165, Andrew Cerniglia won by technical fall. David Key also picking up bonus points in 184. Navy is at Alumni Hall Sunday hosting Morgan State, VMI, and Pitt for a quad meet. Men's basketball is getting ready for the Veterans Classic this Friday. Navy tips off against Temple at 8:30, right after College of Charleston and Duquesne go at 6. The Mids return senior guard Austin Inge, who started 23 games a season ago and averaged 6 points per game. Otherwise, it's a fairly young team. Their season opener is on the road at Campbell tonight. Tip-off at 8. A new chapter begins in the Army-Navy Star Series presented by USAA. Men's rugby will visit West Point on Friday for the latest star in this year's competition. The defending national champs took down Army 3 times last season. Meanwhile, volleyball is looking to avenge a 3-1 loss at Army in October when Navy hosted the star match at Wesley Brown Fieldhouse on Saturday night. The Mids swept Holy Cross 3-0 on Saturday. They'll tune up for the star match when they play Lehigh in Annapolis this Thursday. Also falling into the revenge against Army category, sprint football, who play at West Point for the CSFL title. The Mids came up short in a 10-3 loss in October's star game. Kickoff is Sunday at 1 on Army Athletics YouTube page. Women's basketball opens the season at home on Wednesday versus Susquehanna, then travels to Penn State on Friday. Kinda like the men's team, Navy's putting faith in the youth movement. 12 underclassmen will look to showcase all the hard work put in this offseason during this opening week of action. Water polo swept its weekend series of 4 teams: Wagner, Hopkins, Mount St. Mary's, and George Washington. They've got a week off before playing in the Mid-Atlantic Water Polo Conference Tournament at Bucknell the 17th through the 19th. Football is back for a 2-game homestand, UAB this Saturday, then Senior Day on the 18th versus ECU. Navy's still looking for win number 4 on the season after Saturday's 32-18 loss at Temple. The Mids are the only FBS team to have started 4 quarterbacks this season. Senior Xavier Arline was the latest to play, throwing a touchdown pass to Eli Heidenreich in the 3rd quarter versus the Owls. On the Yard this week, we mentioned the Vets Classic tipping off Friday night. Don't forget about squash, the 75th anniversary of Navy squash, wrestling with the quad meet, men's tennis hosting the Navy Invite, and of course, Army-Navy volleyball capping off a packed Saturday in Annapolis. On the national stage, cross country competes in the NCAA regionals, and triathlon competes in its first national championship down in Tempe, Arizona. That'll do it for this week. Go Navy, beat Army, and beat UAB.